is our next speaker, the athletic director.
Kill the slideshow. Difficulties. You get a chance to see it later on when you take a tour. Hopefully, get to see the Hall of Fame display board. Not everything can go right, but ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome and recognize a few people tonight. Mayor Williams, if you haven't left. Members of the Board of Education, Superintendent Dr. Bayako, Principal Joe Engelhardt. The Hamilton alumni that are here with us today, members of the Elmsford community, and of course, our Alexander Hamilton Hall of Fame committee, who none of this would be possible without today. So to our Hall of Fame inductees, it is my privilege to share in the honor that you are receiving today as you are inducted into the Alexander Hamilton Athletics Hall of Fame. This recognition is symbolic of the many years of hard work and commitment that you've put forth during your time as a student athlete at Alexander Hamilton High School. You're selected from among many talented and dedicated and successful student athletes and coaches who have participated throughout the years in our district's athletic program. This honor is not one to be taken lightly. It is significant, and you should all be proud. Throughout your athletic careers, I'm sure you hope for great success. However, as much as you hoped for success, your willingness to put the work in that was necessary to be successful made it a reality. Thank you for your contributions to the Alexander Hamilton Athletic Program, which is rich in tradition and excellence. Your accomplishments are as impressive as they are many. As we take the time today to honor your commitment, dedication, and character, please know that you are an essential part of a storied athletic program. You are now part of the long red line, which represents our pride, sacrifice, and desire. Your induction comes with great responsibility, as your exemplary achievements serve to inspire and provide leadership to future student athletes of the Elmsford Union Free School District. One of the many goals in the creation of this Hall of Fame is to build community support and camaraderie. So it is my hope that you will return where you first began and support our current student athletes. It is important for you to remember where you started, and we promise that we will continue to work hard to ensure that we never forget you. As we say around here, once a Red Raider, always a Red Raider. So at this time, I would like to introduce the Alexander Hamilton High School Athletic Hall of Fame individual honorees from the class of 2020. Our first of many illustrious guests start with a very proud Hamilton graduate. From the class of 1982, he was a student here during the inception of the Hamilton soccer program. It wasn't soon after, thanks in large part to his efforts, that we were celebrating league championships both in 1980 and 1981, as well as a Section 1 championship and a New York State regional finals appearance his senior year. This gentleman was recognized as a two-time All-State selection, a Conference C South Most Valuable Player, a four-time All-League selection, and a three-year captain at Alexander Hamilton High School. He was also a varsity letterman in baseball and bowling during his tenure at Hamilton, a man who set records that have yet to be broken. Records that include single saves in a season with 290, also a Westchester County record. The Hamilton single game save record, 34 saves versus Franciscan in a single game. 14 career shutouts as a team's keeper. Mauro served his team in the last line of defense, and he went on to become a 4-year starter at the University of Hartford, where he was honored as a team captain and sportsmanship award winner. He's a friendly face who returns at times to the sidelines to share stories of the past. He's a Hamilton soccer superfan and one of our favorites. The groundwork he laid in the early 80s is without a doubt part of the reason behind the current success we're experiencing within the sport today. We welcome up our first class of 2020 inductee. Please welcome class of 1982. A little update for those of you who don't follow me on Twitter. For up-to-date sports updates, Hamilton Athletics, you can follow me at RedRaiderAD on Twitter. The boys varsity soccer team won this morning over Dobbs Ferry 2-0. To remain unbeaten. Our next honoree is a 1966 Hamilton graduate. He played for one of Westchester all-time winningest coach in Dominick Festa. Stafford Farmer served as the 1965-66 team captain, where he was recognized for his accomplishments as first-team All-League, first-team All-County, and finished the season as the Section 1 scoring champion. With his efforts, Alexander Hamilton captured the 1965-1966 WICC South League and Section 1 Class C basketball championships. In addition to which, this scholar athlete was selected and recognized as a Con Edison Award winner. He led both cross country and spring track and field. We're pleased to have with us today to accept his honor on his behalf, his brother, Sean Farmer. My next inductee is a man who needs no introduction. If you didn't know him, you know of him. His name is only mentioned in the breadth of conversations and memories of legendary proportions. This very special honoree had a profound impact on Alexander Hamilton High School and the Elmsford community. He served his school as a student athlete and a community leader. He later went on to give back to the community he loved so dearly as a teacher, coach, mentor, and father figure to so many. As a schoolboy, Dominick Festa was a 12-time varsity letterman in football, basketball, and baseball. He was an All-County Honorable Mention football recipient in 1949 after receiving a full scholarship to John Carroll University in Cleveland, Ohio, where he got to play with Don Shula. Mr. Festa returned home and served as the Alexander Hamilton Social Studies teacher and most notably the boys varsity basketball coach from 1961 to 1973. His legendary tenure as head boys basketball coach at Alexander Hamilton High School, Doc Festa led 8 teams to Section 1 championships, 9 teams to a Western Conference League championship, 3 undefeated regular seasons. He's been honored for his success as a coach twice as an All-County Basketball Coach of the Year selection. In December of 1999, the Journal News honored him by recognizing him as one of the coaches of the 20th century. In 2002, he was recognized and inducted into Westchester County Sports Hall of Fame. Dominick, Doc Festa's contributions to the school and community go so far beyond the hardwood in the classroom. The legacy he left during his tenure here as a student athlete, teacher, and coach is second to none in our prestigious history. Unfortunately, Coach could not be with us today in person, but it brings me great joy to share with you that he is here with us today, live, through a Zoom call, and listening to every word about him. I'm sure he's smiling as he reflects upon his cherished memories here. At this time, I ask everybody here to please stand from your seat and give a standing ovation to one of the most legendary and iconic people that ever came to the house.